Hi, so I heard about your doctor's appointment, and yeah, I can really see how that would be super frustrating. I would not like being told that I had to lose weight, reduce salt intake, that's crazy, and exercise 30 minutes every single day without completely understanding why I'm doing so. And so I took some time to research this for you. I have 4 note cards here with information written down about why your doctor told you to do those 3 things for your health. And so I want to read to you some of my notes. I'm going to read them off my note cards because I want you to get a full understanding of the medical's perspective of why the doctor told you what she did. And so I'm going to start with restricting salt intake. So as a higher intake of salt, as you intake more salt, it results in higher amounts of salt in the bloodstream that load over the kidney to prevent water excretion. So basically, you keep more water inside of you, which builds up in your vessels and creates hypertension. The higher the water retention, the higher the fluid load, and the higher the blood pressure will be. So when you decrease salt intake, your kidneys are no longer going to retain quite as much water because water follows salt, and the kidneys naturally retain salt. So when you retain that salt, your kidneys are going to reabsorb the water as it follows the salt. So reducing that salt intake is going to help lower your blood pressure. And the second one is losing weight. So obesity is associated with increased blood flow, vasodilation, increased cardiac output, and hypertension. Renal sodium retention increases, leading to hypertension, as we talked about. The factors generally considered are the relationship between arterial pressure and the excretion of sodium, hyperinsulinemia, changes to the kidney, and efficiency of fat hormones, such as leptin. Your fat cells put off a hormone called leptin that lets you know that you are satiated, lets you know that you are full. But some cells are resistant to leptin, especially when you're overweight. You tend to have leptin-resistant cells. And so you don't want this because then the body isn't going to tell you that it's full and you're just going to keep eating. So one of the ways to resolve this situation is to lose some weight. And that's why your doctor told you that. And then the next one is the 30 minutes of exercise, the dreaded exercise. And this reduces systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Regular physical activity can make your heart stronger, pump with less effort, and if your heart can work less to pump, the force on your arteries decreases, and there will be a lower blood pressure. Also, hypertension is a prime risk factor for development of atherosclerosis. This can be a complete or partial block of your coronary arteries, which can lead to a myocardial infarction or a STEMI, and you do not want a blockage of one of your heart arteries. If that heart muscle dies, it can stop working. And so these 3 things that the doctor has told you are very important, and I hope you'll consider doing them. Bye.